Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 359. I am one of your hosts, MCFixer, alongside the one and only Matt P. Video. Matt, how are you?
I'm good, mate. It's E3, not E3, and I'm excited.
Hashtag E3, not E3 prediction day.
Hashtag not my E3.
Hashtag not my
E3.
Hashtag not my E3. Does it? And the one and only Two Fresh Kresh. Kresh, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Does it really not feel like E3?
Of course it doesn't.
To me, I honestly, this is the first year ever that I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't looked at the Summer Game Fest website. I haven't looked at when there's this or when there's that. You guys literally just like, so Fix, when are we doing these reactions? I'm like, oh yeah, that's what we're supposed to do, aren't we? That's kind of what we do around here. So I'm so just behind. It's mad.
Yeah, I think part of it's just the last few years for E3 time has just been poor. Even when we had E3 that one year, it wasn't a good E3.
I just don't like Summer Games Fest. It's weird. I do like it, but I don't like it. I don't like how Jeff Keighley has just come in and been like, mine. Big giant hugs, mine. It's all mine. Like, do you remember last year when we had like the Netflix thing, and he was just there, and I'm like, why are you here, motherfucker?
He was at the Epic thing. He was everywhere.
Don't get me wrong. I rate you, Jeff Keighley. I rate you very highly. You're a very intelligent, smart man, and I respect everything you've done for our industry. But why are you here, my guy? Like, you're just everywhere. Like, I don't need to see you everywhere, you know? But yeah, this year is the first year that I'm really just like, not interested. Even like the PlayStation, we spoke about the PlayStation State of Play yesterday, or last episode, sorry. And I forgot about it. I didn't really, do you know, like they announced it, and I was like, oh yeah, this isn't a big deal. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, oh wait, it does matter. It is a big deal.
you don't gotta react to it anymore. You don't have to react to it anymore. It's not my
business.
You're free. So this is the first time where you cannot care, and it's completely fine for you.
That's the weird thing about talking about it with you guys, right? Where you're like, so Fix, what we doing? And I'm like,
I wasn't planning on anything.
I don't care. I don't care what we do. Whatever you want, lads.
Early, that's what we're doing.
Whatever you want, lads. I'll watch it in the morning. It ain't no problem for me anymore. Like, yeah.
I think it also doesn't help that this year feels like the most sort of, like we've been experiencing the rollover from COVID. Everything's delayed.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot coming this year. Jeff even tweeted, I think today or yesterday, like, hey guys, most of what you see at Summer Game Fest is going to be updates on already existing games. And he's trying to temper expectations.
It was announcements. It was opposite.
I don't think it was.
I'll read the quote. Get the quote up. I want to read it. I want the quote. Before I do my predictions, I want the quote. Give me the gosh darn quote, please. I want to hear exactly how Master Jeff Keighley said. Don't ask me why he's Master Jeff Keighley now. You know, like when you're a baby, you get letters. Chris, do you do that in America?
What?
You don't get letters saying like Master Kresh, do you?
I think we do that in America.
That's what you get as a kid.
We definitely.
Right?
You guys really?
I didn't make that up. Matt, did I make that up?
I'm trying to get to Jeff Keighley's Twitter without Twitter making me sign in.
Did I make it up?
I didn't listen to what you were saying.
When you
No. Matt's correct.
Oh, yeah. I want the exact quote. Go, hit me.
What I would like to say is that a lot of the things we're going to show you are going to be, and this is where I completely, because like I skimmed the quote, and this is 100% my fault. The already was in brackets, so I completely like looked over it, and then this is announced, and I'm like, announcing games. It says you are going to be already announced. Games are going to show you new content to you, like some of the ones we've mentioned. Jeff Keighley did mention how he revealed Elden Ring. So I do think that they will have a few reveals, but it won't be a lot. I think Matt's absolutely right with that one. I was incorrect.
My expectations were already low. Lower. Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
He then also did a Twitter Spaces where he just chatted to randoms for a little while and was trying to temper expectations in there as well. As far as I'm aware, I didn't listen. I was told that today.
To be fair, that one time Jeff Keighley's the biggest problem. I think it was last year's Summer Game Fest, right? Last year was the first Summer's Games Fest, right?
No, Jesus
Was
Christ.
it before that?
You're getting old, mate.
Bro.
You're
I'm
getting old. You're getting old.
Absolutely.
You're getting old. It's like, come on.
But the first year they did Summer's Games Fest, it was horrible because of people's expectations.
Sure.
They expected it to be like this big, essentially E3 event, and it ruined the event for a lot of people. So I think he's doing the smart thing here, regardless of how good or lackluster it turns out to be.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think last year the big reveal was Elden Ring's release date, right? It wasn't even that Elden Ring was a thing; it was it's releasing on this date, and that is a big deal. And I think people conflate it a lot with the Game Awards as well, and they get bigger stuff for the Game Awards. And like I was saying, we know everything's delayed out of this year, so like we're only gonna get updates on stuff that we already know about. I think
This
there aren't gonna
year,
be too many things.
I keep giving myself a really hard time. I'm like, especially when it comes to the podcast, because I'm very conscious of the fact that maybe people are listening and going, wow, Fixer's really not playing games that we care about right now. So I'm conscious of that. And then the other day I was having a thought process and I was looking back and I was like, I've missed like 2 games of real consequence of which I would care about. Like, and I was like, well, do you know what? I need to just like chill out a little bit. Like, because I haven't really missed anything.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm very worried that by the end of the year, I'm gonna go look at my games list, the list of games I've played, and I'm gonna be like, I don't think I can do a top 10 game of the year list.
Yeah,
because right now I have 10 games I've played,
exactly.
so I could technically put out like a list, but like everything below number 3 is like I really wouldn't even want to recommend you to people.
I agree.
We'll see what the rest of we'll see what the rest of the year brings us, shall we? We'll see what the rest of the year brings us. If you didn't know, My Xbox and Me is our weekly Xbox podcast right here on youtube.com/MyXboxandMe and all podcast services. If you want to show support and support the show and get the show early, I mean, technically you're going to get it today, so, whatever. Head over to patreon.com/MCFixer. Big shout out to our Patreon producers, Aaron Guard and FNH Paul. We appreciate you both. Topic of the show, pretty obvious one. Predictions for Summer Games Fest. 5 predictions. 5 predictions, lads. Before we do, you know who you are. Mr. OriginCookieMan. You, sir, it is your job to keep us honest, and it is your job to keep us on track, and it is your job to score this E3 appropriately. Nah. Go on, Kresh.
I just want to say that if you let me win, I'll slide you a 20.
Oh my god.
Wow. Bribery
already, man.
I'm coming out the gate swinging.
So 5 predictions each. We'll talk through them. We'll have a discussion. Matt, why don't you kick us off with your first prediction?
That's very kind. I'm quite glad that I'm kicking off with this first prediction because I would have thought you would both have this on your list as well. I don't think it's by any means a slam dunk, but I would be very excited to see it. I want to see a new Bioshock game. Announce the new Bioshock game. Show me something. It could just be a logo on a splash screen, to be honest with you. But I would hope it's something more than that. Do we see a little bit of the setting? I don't care. My prediction is we get a new Bioshock game announced. That's all I'm going to say.
And you think it'll be here and not like Xbox's showcase? That seems like a big enough get. Like, it's not... Bioshock's obviously a big IP. Like, I feel like that's a big enough get that Xbox would probably want the marketing on it, possibly, because they haven't got marketing on other things.
I don't think you're wrong. I think it absolutely could be at Xbox. I wouldn't put it past one of you to predict this for the Xbox showcase. Especially if are we going to do our predictions for the Xbox showcase after we've seen Summer Game Fest?
Yeah.
Oh, well then... Yeah. Maybe I'll double down. If it's not Summer Game Fest,
not here, you're going to just go again.
I'll go again. But yeah, I think it's time. We've heard rumblings about it and rumors about it. It's definitely a thing that exists. It's time for an official announcement.
Interesting.
That's the one I removed from my list.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's a good prediction.
Fair enough. Kresh, number 1, what you got for me?
New Mortal Kombat. I think we will see a new Mortal Kombat at Games Fest. I think no matter what, even if I'm wrong about it being Mortal Kombat, particularly, I think NetherRealm for sure is going to be here. It's been so long since they've shown anything. I think there is a possibility that they end up at Xbox as well, but they've shown stuff off with Jeff Keighley at Jeff Keighley events, particularly. I think they did it at Game Awards for the last 2 games or 3 games they've done. So I think there's a good chance Mortal Kombat pops up.
Okay.
I put out a tweet in the week about asking for people's crazy Xbox predictions.
Yeah.
And I think it was Toplift or Alder Slayer, one of the regulars. We know him, we love him.
Yeah.
Said about Injustice 3 getting revealed at Xboxes. And that was their crazy thing. Do you think it's more likely to be Mortal Kombat or Injustice, Crash? Well, obviously.
Mortal Kombat. So from the rumors going around and like leaks and stuff like that people have been talking about with NetherRealm for like a while now, is that it's not going to be an Injustice. I do know that there were stories floating around that it would be a Marvel fighting game that NetherRealm was working on for a while, which I don't know if there's any credence to that. I haven't really heard too much about that. So I would say Injustice is probably the least likely, which is a little unfortunate because I do like the Injustice games as well, though.
My first prediction is we will see 2K at Summer Games Fest, and they will show off the brand new Tiny Tina Wonderlands DLC. It will be bundled as like a new content update, blah 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 blah, and then with a DLC something that is announced for the game. I feel like Borderlands always does DLC number 1 on their games. I know this is technically not a Borderlands game, but same thing. And usually their DLCs are actually pretty fun, to be fair to them, because it's just building upon the world and they can do crazy things and stuff like that. Go on, Crush.
I'm not going to say that won't happen.
Okay.
Are you aware that they already put out DLC for the game?
I think there'll be more.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you were aware of it.
No, I am. I am aware. But I think there will be more. I feel like
I think that's a fair.
The game, especially. I'm maneuvering now. I'm telling you that now. I'm hearing more information. I'm like, all right, how do I win? I got a juck and jive, boys.
Wait. What, didn't me and you have a conversation fixed where the conversation was, we're not going for wins, we're doing fun predictions?
It's still a fun prediction. No, a win is like, okay, if I come out with a prediction of, and I guarantee this happens, don't give me the points, Cookie Man. We see the new Call of Duty at Games Fest. I guarantee that's not fun. That's boring.
Me and Crash were joking about guessing Starfield gameplay will be shown at the Xbox conference.
Yeah, it's like, no. Like,
changing all my predictions to Starfield. We'll see Starfield gameplay. We'll see a Starfield logo. We'll see Bethesda.
Bethesda will be at the showcase. Yeah, their names in the title. Yeah. No, we're Bethesda. Trust me.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's a bad one. DLC.
No. I think it's a good one. I think there's a good chance. Is there a range of DLC? Like, let's say it's just cosmetic DLC.
I don't give two craps.
You don't
DLC
care.
I don't make up the points, yeah? I just put out the predictions, Crash.
Is DLC microtransactions? I don't know. There's an argument around that. I'll let OriginCookieMan decide.
He decides, man. We don't decide. We don't get to decide this. This is not in our hands anymore. But yeah, I think we see some sort of DLC from 2K. They're going to be there. Because I can't see them in that. I'll let you keep going. Go on. I'll let you keep going.
Well, to piggyback nicely off yours, I kind of have a Borderlands prediction of my own.
Oh.
I think we see a trailer for the Borderlands movie starring Kevin Hart and a little, how is OriginCookieMan scoring us? Are we getting point? Like can we?
He has not said.
What part?
He sent an email. Wait. He sent an email that we never went over on the podcast that we kept saying we'll go over it next week.
I'm getting there.
Bring it up.
Yes.
I'm finding it. Don't worry. I'll find it.
Because I want to add a little cherry on top, but if that's going to cost me a half a point or something in the end, I don't think I want to.
Of course, it would cost you half a point.
I mean,
then my prediction is we will see a Borderlands movie trailer at Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest.
You say Kevin Hart before. You got to include the Kevin Hart. You can't change it now.
No, I said starring Kevin Hart.
Okay.
We know
Is
the
it
movie starring
confirmed?
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Is it really? Oh, that movie's not gonna be good.
Bro, I'm reading. Do you know how big this is?
Is it
Origin
long?
Email. Oh my god.
It's the email's not long, but there's a whole image I've got here, which is like must like entrants must make their 5 predictions about contents of showcase and activities immediately following the event. Must be completed 24 hours prior to the announcement. He's gone into it's all in points. Like, okay, so here we go. Yeah, what we
Have we
need.
got something to sign at the end of this?
It feels like it. Scoring categories: 5 points, high risk prediction. 2.5 points, medium prediction. 1.25 points, low prediction. Very good or accuracy. A very good high risk prediction, 4 points. Very good medium risk prediction, 2 points. He's broken it down in ways that I've never seen it broken down before in my life.
Getting half a point if Tiny Tina Wonderland DLC pops up.
Well, look, here's what we'll say. OriginCookieMan, you are the arbiter of this.
Yes.
You are the referee. Your word is final. So you score this however you want. I'll add to my prediction ever so slightly there and say we get a Borderlands movie trailer and one of the stars of the movie is on stage with Jeff.
Bro, I'm mad impressed by this. I hope you know that. I'm impressed.
I'm excited.
I'm impressed. So let me read the email real quick, which is Dear Fix, Matt and Kresh, thank you for selecting me as your judge and commissioner. I will happily accept the challenge. Please find attached my draft guidance document for your review. It contains a breakdown of the process that I intend to follow for transparency purposes. You'll notice the ways in which points can be awarded, prediction points or PP and achievement points, APs. I think it would be nice to involve the Discord members with some simple voting using emoji reactions for some AP categories. With the announcements coming on the Monday, we would then need the results by and in which formats. Thanks again for all you do. Your judge and commissioner, Original Cookie Man. I rate it. Nah, do I wish I read this way before now? Yes, but I rate
100%.
it. I rate it.
We would have read this a while ago, but Fix is the only one with access to the email for a minute now. And it was Fix's job to add it to the docket. So I blame Fix. If I lose, it's Fix's fault, literally.
Here's what I suggest we do. Let's not get caught up in the weeds in it right now. For Summer Game Fest, let's just do our 5 predictions and we'll let OriginCookieMan run with it. For Xbox predictions, we will read your email thoroughly, OriginCookieMan, and abide by your rules.
No, we won't.
Okay, fine.
Don't put words in my mouth. You will. I'm going to keep doing what I do, and I'm going to win. I don't give 2 craps.
I already have my Xbox predictions. I'm not changing nothing.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Where was we anyway? Who's number what? Where we at? Number 2?
Kresh is number 2. I did my number 2.
My number 2. I think we will see a Wonder Woman trailer for the WB game.
WWE Wonder Woman game.
WWE Wonder Woman game. Yeah, I think we see a trailer. I'm not saying if it'll be gameplay or anything. I just do think we will see a deeper dive trailer.
I like it.
I can see that happening.
So.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm helping Kresh out here or not, but does it include the Nemesis system?
If it includes
the Nemesis system, it's a gameplay trailer, right? So if I say that, I would be locking myself into a gameplay trailer.
If that game includes a Nemesis system, I'll be 20 times more excited.
The game is including a Nemesis system.
It has
what, it's guaranteed?
Like that's confirmed if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
nah.
Well then, don't worry about
it. Yeah, that's confirmed if I'm not mistaken. They put out info on the game.
I don't listen to devs. Might not be there. I don't trust them.
What do the devs know? They don't know anything.
What do they know? Did they make the games? Psh, no way.
It'll be a microtransaction. It'll be an optional extra that you have to pay for.
Hey, if they do what Activision did with the new Diablo game, they could do that.
They could. Bro, I forgot about Wonder Woman.
Me too.
See, these are the announcements I can see happening though. Because Jeff Keighley's like, well, I had to put a show together. I've reached out with enough notice. technically it still gets people excited because we're going to see new stuff, but it's not technically new because we know about it. God damn.
Yeah. And that's something that we didn't really see anything of, so there's enough to show.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's like a 30-second trailer of like character design and stuff like that, that is new content they could show to get people hyped for the game.
Interesting.
I don't think it's likely, so like I feel like I hit that 5-point mark with that one.
I don't think it's a 5.
It's definitely a 5 for bro.
I don't know about 5. It's pretty.
Let the Cookie Man decide. Let the Cookie Man decide.
My next one will be. I don't want to just go with DLC with everything because that's boring. Let's go with. We will finally see some more of that new Wolf Among Us game. No, yeah. It's called The Wolf Among Us, yeah. From Skybound. They're the ones making it, if I'm not mistaken. We've waited. We've seen a little bit more, if I'm not mistaken. Weren't there a trailer not too long ago? I can't remember. Not too long ago, but I feel like we might get a trailer, slapping a release date on it. It's coming this year. That's one of those games I could see coming this year. Where it's been developed.
Are you attaching
I am attaching a release date to the prediction, yes. I feel like we see the
release date.
Yeah.
Just said release date.
Calm yourself down, everybody. Slow down.
So it's 2023 release date is what you're predicting.
I didn't say that. I didn't say either
next
of those
week.
two things.
That's a wild prediction to predict it next week.
Available
now.
No way.
That's a guaranteed 5 points if it happens.
That's a guaranteed 20 points if I get that on the dot. Gotta be. No, I do feel like now I'm in my bag thinking. I'm like, think about games that have been announced. Think about games that we're excited about. Jeff's not gonna. I just don't see Jeff putting together a showcase just for the sake of it. In a way, where no. What I mean by that is he has to bring something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, so it has to be. I don't think it's gonna be the bigs, but I feel like it's gonna be big enough stuff that's gonna go woo. Ooh, do you know what I mean? Like a good roller coaster.
Entertained.
Like a good roller coaster, You're like you're up and you're down, and you're up and you're down, and you're up and you're down. Like that's what this feels like it's gonna be. Like you get hit with a DLC that you care about a game, perfect. Then there's some crazy game you've never even heard of. Then you get hit with Wolf Among Us, boom. Then there's something you never heard of again. So yeah.
Well, MCFixer predicts we're not going to get the bigs, but my third prediction is that we get an update on Breath of the Wild 2. And
yeah, I said not the bigs.
Oh, harsh. And they reveal the official title of the game.
I see that 100%.
That's definitely the bigs, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
Do you see that happening here as opposed to a Nintendo?
What's Nintendo doing? Does anyone know?
Not a whole lot. And didn't they?
Yes.
Show off the first trailer for Breath of the Wild 2. A game
awards?
Question mark?
Yeah, I think so.
Does Nintendo value Summer Games Fest as much as they value Game Awards?
I don't think Nintendo know what the fuck they're doing. So I don't even think they know the difference between Summer Game Fest and the Game Awards.
I mean, I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but honestly, there's something to that. Like, I think clearly they have some sort of relationship with Jeff.
Yeah.
Enough so that I could see this happening.
Obviously, Nintendo know what they're doing, so everyone calm down, all right? I just like to clown on Nintendo because they haven't made a game that I cared about in many years. Yeah, I keep buying the goddamn games. Idiot. Kresh, number 3.
Number 3. Oh, let's see. Which one do I want? I'm going to go with, I think we're going to get a new Persona game.
I thought about that.
I think we're going to get a new Persona game.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll be a new number title, if it'll be like the way they did Golden for 5, which they already did with Royal, so I don't think it'll be that. If it'll be a Persona spin-off or whatever, but I do think we will get a Persona announcement.
New dancing game.
Here. Hey, I just said Persona game.
Do you want to put a genre on it?
I don't want to put a genre on it, no.
Mobile game.
Could be.
Be a new fighting game. It could be a new a million different things.
What's that? I've just thought of my next one. I can't
Ooh.
think of the title of the game though. Bloody
On the fly.
I can help you
Yeah.
if they just give me the title.
A late edition.
Just,
Well, it's your
give
turn.
me
Fix,
some- It is your turn.
what's that Pokemon looking ass game they showed? You know,
Oh,
the big
the
Japanese
shooting one.
it was
one with
like
guns?
it was kind of like that, like the cartoony
I forgot
city. Do you know what I'm like? I think it's like. Do you know what I'm on about, right?
the one with the guns that everybody was blown away by the fact that
Yeah.
it had guns in it. Yeah, that game's been showing a lot of content lately.
Yeah, and that's why it's going to show
So-
more at the Game Awards.
Not the Game Awards.
It ain't the
Fix
Game
you're not
Awards.
Nintendo. Get it straight.
Damn it! I knew I was as dumb as Nintendo. I knew it. I knew it.
I don't remember what it's
Summer
called,
Games
but I
Fest.
do know the
what
game
I'm
you're
talking about, right? I can't think of
Yeah.
what it's called either. You're gonna give me the point if I still get it. Like I generally can't think of what the title is.
I'll find it for you right now.
I appreciate you. Yeah,
Are you excited for that?
This ain't my predictions that I'm excited for.
Yeah, sure.
It is
Matt,
fantastically called
Okay, hit me.
Pal World.
There you go.
Wow.
Pal World will be shown at
Our World will
Summer
be
Games
shown
Fest.
at Summer Games Fest. and
Are you putting a
people are
release
gonna
date
love
on
it.
that?
No, I'm not putting a release
No
date
release
on it.
date.
Funny enough, Matt, you know, if I predicted the stuff that I cared about, right? You would get FIFA's going to be announced. NBA 2K23 is going to be announced. Like that's where my excitement levels are. New NBA game? I can't bloody wait. That's where my excitement's at, brother.
Fair
like,
enough.
trust
Fair
me.
enough.
Trust me. Oh, I got another one.
What were you gonna say? Felix?
Nothing. I got another one.
Matt,
Is it my
it's
go?
all you. Yep.
Well, speaking of games we care about, we see Skull and Bones gameplay. There is no
Finally!
third-person action-adventure style gameplay. It's just a bunch of ships shooting each other. Fixer caves, buys Matt a pizza.
On the spot during that live stream.
No. Matt wins the pizza bet.
Okay. No.
I just wanna. Your prediction is that it's just ship shooting.
That's what he said. Don't
Yeah.
ask for clarification. That's what he
Okay.
said.
That is what he said.
That is what his words were. Just ships shooting. End quote.
It does not feature third-person action-adventure style gameplay. That's what I said.
I'm telling you, brother, you're done for.
We will see.
I'm telling you.
You will see if it even shows up here. Who knows? It might get delayed again.
Shut up. But
Speaking
Ubisoft
of-
aren't doing their own
I
thing,
was about
right?
to
And so,
say,
like,
Ubisoft not doing a Ubisoft Connect.
they're not doing a thing.
That we know of yet.
Sure.
Summer's a long time.
I mean, Capcom literally announced today,
Summer's a long
right?
time.
that
That's a
they're
great
doing
point.
it in
Yeah.
less
That's
than
a
a
great.
week. And so
What?
There's
Why?
there's
Why is this
Why what?
happening? State of Play got announced and then was there, and then like this Capcom thing. Why are they
Well-
waiting so long? Like, what's going on there?
Sony always does that with their states of plays.
Yeah, but it annoys the anime.
That's fair.
if I
Capcom.
can don my tinfoil hat for 1 second,
Please get it on. Put it on.
I wonder if they were in talks with Xbox and or Jeff Keighley and or Sony around what they were going to give those companies as far as Resident Evil 4 Remake, whatever else they have for their various shows, and those talks were going up until the 11th hour, and so they went, fuck it, we'll just do our own show.
Nah,
'Cause
I
don't
agree
think
it's
if
not
that-
likely. I'm wearing the tinfoil hat, remember?
true.
I don't see a tinfoil hat until I see a tinfoil hat. You're not wearing a tinfoil
waiting.
hat. That's
I'm
where
waiting.
concerned.
One day.
One day.
One day I'll remember.
One day.
All right.
Hit me.
Next guess. I think we're gonna see Dead Island. I think it's not gonna be.
Finally?
I think it's not gonna be dead. I think we're gonna see Dead Island.
It's not dead. I know
Um,
it's not dead. What's that?
I
11
think
years?
it's 11 years. I think
Nah, not quite.
it's however long. It's a long time. Might as well be 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we see Dead Island here.
Does whatever trailer they release finally
it.
take the crown from Dead Island 1 as best cinematic trailer reveal of all time?
It
No.
could never.
It could never.
No game will ever take that.
I
That
agree.
trailer
So
is
good.
so good.
I actually watched it the other day because somebody else was chatting about this in the office about Dead Island 2 coming back potentially. And I was like, oh yeah, remember the Dead Island 1 trailer? It was awesome.
That game's been in development for over 8 years.
Yeah.
It's
gonna see
not
it.
going to be good.
Dead Island 1 wasn't.
No.
Great.
Why did
It
this
wasn't-
take 8 years, though?
It really wasn't even that good.
There,
it
honestly,
was.
it's probably been done for the past 5 or 6 years, and they've just been sitting on it, waiting. Like, we're gonna wait till people forget about Dead Island so we can release Dead Island 2.
Waiting for the right moment. You're right. You're
Let's
right.
wait
Yeah.
until Dying Light 2 comes out and see what people think of that game, and then release our version, which won't be as good.
I like Dead Island.
It has. If you can turn off
Dying
motion,
Light.
if you can turn off motion blur on console, it's a better game.
Wow. There we go.
I mean, it's a more playable game for people. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Madness. We are going to see a game announced that is going to make me pop so hard that people are going to think I've died in my household. EA are going to announce a new Fight Night. I said it. Yes, Matt. Yes.
I hope you're right.
Because
I hope you're right.
So, okay, here's my theory, yeah? There is another boxing game coming out. And I reckon now is the perfect time to announce a Fight Night. Because they're going to be like, yo, no one's taking away sports from us. And EA are already falling away. You know, FIFA license going away. We're all hypothesizing that, 2K might get that. They need to keep in their bag. They got hockey. They got Madden. They ain't got boxing though, and boxing is back on top.
If they weren't willing to pay for the FIFA license, right?
I already know where you're going.
Would they be able to pay for the licenses to have these boxers in there? Because it's not like you pay one entity; you have to go to each box and be like, "Can I use your likeness for a game?" And you just keep going over and over. And like how popular boxing is, even like some of the quote unquote celebrity boxers, the YouTubers and whatnot. I don't think their prices would be very cheap to appear in this game either.
Well, we know that we know that a new Fight Night is coming. That's the only thing. It's been greenlit.
By who? When?
Excuse me, that leaked ages ago. Because EA Canada are meant to be doing that.
Mhm.
So we know something is in the works. I mean, okay, you've sucked the life out of me. Well, fine, we get a UFC 5 game.
No.
No, you said fight. Look, I was just asking a question, Fix. I didn't mean to demoralize you on your prediction. I think Fight Night's a very exciting prediction, and I really, really hope you're right about it.
Because I want to beat you up. I want to beat you the fuck up. I can't wait.
You say so.
To make you a character, make me a character, and just beat you the up. Bat, 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 bat,
We've got a slight glimpse of that when we played the Olympics game together.
I did
and you beat the
destroy
crap out of
him.
me.
I did destroy him, and you.
You played Matt in the boxing. I don't think
Are you forgetting when we played it off of streamers, when we streamed it, and I whacked you up? I have a clip
in the
on
Olympics
TikTok.
Game. Did you play against me? I thought you played against Matt.
During the Let's Play, I played against Matt. Then we played it on my stream.
Oh, you're right.
Up.
I remember when we played basketball though.
And you
that was
whacked me up. You was in like that night suit. Clanking along everywhere. Clank, 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 clank. Yeah.
If you want to bump that to a slightly more spicy prediction, Fix, Jake Paul is the cover star.
No, Jake. No. But if you want me to, can I still? Well, let Origin. I think they go for the YouTubers to help sell the game,
but not Jake Paul.
No, I think you'll see Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Paul brothers. That was a great callback if you understood that. Yeah, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, KSI. I could see even the lesser known people like getting a check here just to try and boost the sales of this damn thing. You know?
I could see it.
So
I could believe it.
Yeah, I can see it. So that's my number 4.
Are we on for my 5th and final prediction?
5th and final.
Assassin's Creed Infinity is officially revealed.
I hear it. Yeah, it doesn't get my juices flowing, does it?
Assassin's Creed Infinity is officially revealed and closes the show.
I can see that. Now you're getting my juices flowing. Now you're putting some sauce.
Watch it open the show.
Matt's just sitting there like, no!
I'd be so mad. But yes.
I think that's a good bet. Watch it the day before, so tomorrow, like right before tomorrow at some point, that Ubisoft announces we're doing our own show next week.
Yeah.
And it's like Assassin's Creed probably won't be at Game Awards.
Crush my prediction list, but hey, we can do it.
It happens. It does happen regularly, unfortunately.
My
Kresh.
final one.
Okay.
Oh, there's so many things on this list that I could go for. New Devil May Cry.
Oh, please.
New Devil May Cry. This one is out of pure want. Than anything else, because like I don't think it'll happen here. I think there's more of a chance that would show up at Xbox, or that would show up at Capcom's event than it would at Summer's Games Fest.
Hey, double down.
But
predicted for Xbox if it don't
predicted
show up
at everything.
Predicted at Capcom if it don't show up there.
Did that with Splinter Cell last year, didn't I? Or I predicted it everywhere.
Yeah.
I think you did, yeah.
And then they tweeted it, the announcement. Heartbreaking.
The remake, yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
New Devil May Cry. Final prediction.
Just want to find a friend. Ask the audience.
What do you mean? Do I want to?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
It sounded like you were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, giving you a final answer.
Got it.
That's what.
Got it.
Sometimes you're American. Your American stuff just doesn't. It just don't. You don't get it.
They have it over there.
I know, but you don't get it. My final prediction of Summer Game Fest 2022. I think we will hear the word metaverse at least in 2 different games.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
I actually think that's quite unlikely.
Yeah. Well,
I think if you get that, that's a 5-point.
that's gotta be. It's gotta be. That's gotta be. I don't know, man. I can see it.
2 different games, correct?
Only
or
because
2 different times, because 2 different times is much more likely than 2 different games.
2 different times, like
2 different times is not 5 points.
It's like a
2 different games.
You don't mean what? Why are you talking like you get to decide, fam? You don't decide nothing.
I'm passing OriginCookieMan $20. I decide everything.
I decide it all. Yeah, no, I think, I don't know. I feel like we heard about a couple of companies doing like metaverse stuff. Like there was that Lego metaverse game that they mentioned for kids. Was it Konami who was trying to get into the metaverse or something like that?
I'm sure.
Like they got to show this stuff somewhere. So
do you think Konami's showing up at Summer Games Fest?
I'm not saying nothing. No, I'm not. That's not my prediction. You know, if you want bonus predictions,
that would be a fire prediction for someone to make.
Konami shows up and shows Metal Gear something.
Metal Gear Metaverse. The only reason I say I think it's unlikely is I think like for the absolute mainstream, I think like Metaverse is a little bit entangled in the whole NFT fiasco stuff, and I think Jeff is like sort of with it enough to distance himself as far away from that kind of stuff as he possibly can.
I think we see not my prediction. I guarantee we see Facebook here with a ad, and they're all in on Metaverse, so I can see that being a thing.
Sure.
So if we see Facebook's name, does that count?
No, it has to be Metaverse.
Well, it would be Meta anyway. It wouldn't be Facebook. Come on, Jesus. Let's get with it, Kresh.
You're the one who called it Facebook. I didn't call it Facebook.
Thank you all for watching my Xbox and me. This has been I just feel like you got to remember there's going to be ads thrown in on this thing, so I can see a little metaverse. Like I watched the you see that they announced like a new headset because I didn't really understand. Yeah, but I didn't understand the ad at all. It was like a whole new headset with like sugar. What's it called? Like so when you put your headset on, everything's in black and white in the area. But now they've made it so it's in color and you can do all the crap. What's it called? Like AR stuff in with this new headset. And I
Right.
watched it. I said to Haley, I was like, what is this? She's like, oh, that's the new headset. I'm like, how are you understanding that? And I am not getting that. Because I couldn't quite understand if it was an update or a headset so I can see Metaverse getting added somewhere. We're going to hear something about a Metaverse.
I believe it.
Will we hear it twice?
Well, that's where you count me counted. I'll be there. Want me to go for free time just in case?
Up to you.
Nah, two times.
2 times.
They'll be scared of the word metaverse, so they'll say it at the start and they'll say it at the end. And the metaverse matters. Perfect.
Jeff Keighley's just going to
Okay.
introduce the event as the metaverse, and he's going to close it off like, "Thank you for visiting my metaverse."
The
Ain't
Summer
go-
Game Fest metaverse.
I ain't gonna lie. I was just thinking while I was talking about that, is the Summer Games Fest not... I want like a live audience camera so I can be in my headset. Why don't we get more of that?
I've been bitching and moaning
Because
about this
that's
for
a-
years.
Gimmick.
Yeah, I like it though. I'm
It's
down
a gimmick
for that stuff.
that not enough people will
Dude,
utilize.
I would use it and
And-
I would react with it on my face. So you catch me
Most-
like...
It would be great for content creator.
Yeah, I mean, I like that sort of thing, honestly. I have to leave the house, but I get to still feel like I'm there. Yeah.
No, you don't.
What?
You have a whole thing on your head.
You don't notice it's there. You do if you put it on too tight, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I wear glasses.
Yeah, so do I.
I consistently notice my glasses are there.
I don't.
It's a you problem.
I'm looking over
You
here.
should
at this
get that
monitor.
checked
I should
out.
be looking over here. Yeah.
Wild.
Wow. Well, that's our predictions.
I apologize.
That's our
That's our
five.
predictions.
That's our. Have you got any? What are your other ones that you didn't say?
One I thought was a bit boring. We see Avatar Frontiers of Pandora gameplay.
Possible. That's very possible.
I think that's a pretty slam dunky. If I wanted to spice it up, maybe I could have said James Cameron will be there with Jeff. That's kind of my go-to to spice it up. Somebody will be there with Jeff.
You'll be there.
Haven't they confirmed Dwayne The Rock Johnson's there or something?
What?
I'm pretty sure
Don't
I
get
got
me excited
confirmed.
like that. Really? What's he doing?
so.
Fortnite stuff?
Something. Guess we'll find out in 2 days' time or 3 days' time.
Jumanji 3 trailer? Could see it. Or announcement.
Jumanji game starring Dwayne The Rock
They did a
Johnson.
Jumanji game. It sucked. It was that arcadey looking thing.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
shite.
Yeah.
Let it die.
Jumanji the remake. There you go.
God.
Remake
With
of
a
a game that
CGI
came out a
Robin
year
Williams.
ago.
Yeah.
Wow, too far.
Oh.
Any others, Crush?
Was that all of yours, Matt?
I had one more, which was Vin Diesel is on stage. He announced a new game, maybe starring him, or maybe a remake.
You already
of
got.
Riddick,
You already have
or-
Arc 2.
Well, I said in brackets, Arc 2 does not count.
Oh, we could
Are you
see
saying
more Arc 2, though.
We could see more Arc 2. I think
We
that's-
could.
Are you
I don't
guys
know if
excited for
anyone
Arc
wants
2?
to see more. No.
No.
I played a lot of Arc.
That's my type. That's not.
No.
It's weird because it is my type of game, but it isn't my type of game. I don't
I
care
tried
about
getting
dinosaurs.
you to play that game
I don't care about dinosaurs. Though.
several times. But that's not the. I understand, but that's not the exciting part about
What's
it.
the exciting part?
The building it and the taming the
building.
dinosaurs. So
I
it's
don't
not the
care about
dinosaurs itself;
dinosaurs.
it's the taming the dinosaurs.
Yeah, but it's still dinosaurs.
You don't care about dinosaurs until you play the game. Don't worry about it. You'll
I
learn
don't-
once Arc 2
I've never
comes
even
around.
watched Jurassic Park.
Me and you
The
both.
new ones. I've seen
Oh
the
my
old
god,
ones.
neither
I've seen
of
the
you
old
have
ones.
seen Jurassic Park?
I've seen the old ones, not the new ones.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Couldn't
That's
care
perfectly fine.
less about the new ones. I watched the trailers and I'm just like, don't care.
Do you think we get a Mario movie trailer starring Chris Pratt?
I don't care about Mario. This is my Xbox and me, you Nintendo fanboy. Get out of here.
This is about Summer
This
Games
is Summer
Fest.
Game
Fix.
Fest.
fine. I'm outvoted. I tried everyone.
You let
I tried.
it make a prediction about Breath of the Wild 2, and now you're gonna complain about Mario.
I'll
Not
spice
fair.
that one up even more if you want. It's coming to Xbox.
That's wild.
Hey,
I
Cookie
don't know.
Man, that was
do
a
we
joke.
get? Yeah, we probably do get a Mario. I could see that.
I could see that. But I think they've already painted themselves into a corner where that public perception on that movie is fucking
I think what we're gonna
diabolical.
get is back to back. We're gonna get the Mario movie, and then we're gonna get the Garfield movie, both starring Chris Pratt.
Sure, why not?
My predictions that are left over, I have 4. Oh no, I have 4. New Mafia game,
Cool. I'd be excited for that.
Genshin Impact Xbox release,
Oh,
which I don't think would happen, but
Possible.
Digimon Survive gameplay trailer, which I was tossed up between making that my prediction and the Devil May Cry.
You and Anne are just there like, yeah, please.
And Final Fantasy VII Remake coming to Xbox, which wouldn't be announced here, but it was on my predictions list, depending on what was
That's getting
taken.
announced at Xbox's showcase or the Final Fantasy. When's the Final Fantasy VII anniversary thing? That's soon as well.
Soon just been. No?
No, the
I'm
actual.
not too sure when
no,
it is. It is around now.
Up. Yeah, it's not. It hasn't been yet. Yeah. I think. No, it
Mate,
can't
if we're sat here this time and place next week and there's no Final Fantasy news,
it's over.
Fucked.
It's over.
It's over.
I understand that, and you understand that, and Kresh understands that. If I am sat here on next week's podcast, our actual, not prediction episode, I am fucked. Like,
I'm so excited.
If they have an anniversary event, it could show up at the anniversary event.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, so
yeah,
that's my
I think
last
it's
chance.
Less likely.
That's my last chance. That's my
chance.
actual last chance. The Final Fantasy VII Remake has to be announced either at the Summer Games Fest, Xbox Showcase, or at the anniversary. Otherwise, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over.
It's an exciting time.
For who?
Well, did you... Fun
fact.
Yeah. The place on PlayStation, it no longer lists it as a console exclusive.
Kresh did mention this to me on the yesterday, and it upset me slightly.
So
yeah, it did go to PC though. That could just be that.
It did go to PC, and it was an
crazy.
Epic exclusive on PC as well, which now I think it's out of that exclusivity period on Epic. So
don't give me hope. Don't give me hope.
I'm just saying the best chance for this to happen would be now, if it were to happen.
The only chance it will happen is now.
Only chance. Yeah.
It's been so long, bro. That game's like old now. But so good. So good. Oh, I hope you guys get to play it one day.
I don't fancy it. I tried it for an hour or two.
So did I. And then I stopped. And then you play it again, and it just gets better and better and better and better and better. And then you cry.
Oh, I love it.
Fresh.
Two big omissions from yours.
Yeah.
Kind of already joked about it and alluded to it. No Splinter Cell. You don't foresee a Splinter Cell?
I have Splinter Cell might show up. I have no care right now of a Splinter Cell coming from Ubisoft. Is the problem. Where I don't care enough to make a prediction for it. Even if it shows up, I won't care. To me, it'll be a lull point in the show if it shows up.
Wow. And the other one, of course, no Killer Instinct.
Not here.
Wait for Xbox.
Wait for next week. Wait for Xbox. Trust me.
I expect Kresh to waste a point every opportunity.
No. Kresh ain't
not for Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct is I've made the prediction for Killer Instinct on an Xbox prediction for so long
that he has to keep going. It is
it'll keep going.
One of his knowns it has to be until he's right, and then that will be worth 1,000 points.
How many times did I do? How many times did I do Battletoads?
That's true.
Before that came out, I kept making that prediction. So Killer Instinct will keep going until I get it correct.
I respect it.
Well, that's this week's episode of My Xbox and Me. Thank you all for watching. We do appreciate you. Let's plug, and get ourselves out of here. Matt P, you can salute again if you really want to. What you got to plug this week, dude?
Just you lot being awesome, replying to my tweet about the predictions. I was loving seeing all that. Go to the YouTube link for this episode and leave your Summer Game Fest predictions. And then when we live stream our reactions, we'll try to remember. We'll do our very best, and we'll
get Kresh to write them down.
Check everybody.
Good idea.
We'll
get Kresh to write them down. Kresh will do it. I blame Kresh. If he doesn't do it, we blame Kresh. Blame Kresh. Perfect.
I was just enjoying my coffee. I don't even know what you guys were talking about. I zoned out.
We're going to plug Kresh.
My Xbox and Me community, podcast, all the podcasts out there.
What are you even saying right now?
I have no clue.
Oh my god, guys! Make sure you tune into the live stream. Best song ever, Kresh. It's my best
Best
song yet.
song
It's my
ever.
best song yet. No, on the real, make sure you come by to the live reaction over on youtube.com/myxboxandme. Jump in. We'll be reacting. We'll be chatting. We'll be talking about the show afterwards as well. Let us know. Again, I had a few responses about where they want it. Do you want it on Twitch? Do you want it on YouTube? We need to know the best place to put it. We can put it on both. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know what you want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I really, really, really wanna zig a zig. Until next week, I love you, leave you, see you later. Goodbye.
That was beautiful.